Hello and welcome to another episode of the Damn Good Podcast. This show is going to take you for a ride. I'm going to tell you what's going on in my life and the things that I'm going through in the moment. We're going to talk about fitness, business, mindset, strategy, all that good stuff. The big question, what do I need to do today to get better tomorrow? I'm Dylan Mitchell and this is the Damn Good Podcast. Hey guys, we're back to another episode of driving in my car, and really, the reason why I'm recording this episode right now is because I was listening to a book called The Art of Learning by Josh Waitzkin. So Waitzkin, his claim to fame is his book and movie, Searching for Bobby Fischer. So he was a chess prodigy and became, chess world champion, all that kind of great stuff. So you're thinking, man, what the hell does chess have to do with anything that we're talking about or life, anything like that? Well, in this example, it doesn't really. What does have an example, and what we are going to talk about, is basically why we're kind of on the growth mindset. That's really what Josh was talking about that got me interested or wanting to do this episode. So the big thing here is growth mindset. Carol Dweck talks about this in her book, Growth Mindset, and Josh gave a great example of what a growth mindset is and how we could kind of think about it. So if you think of a little hermit crab, if you know anything about the hermit crab, so as they grow, they have to go and find a new shell to make their new home. So as they grow, there's a part of their life where they're exposed, they're, soft and mushy, nothing really to protect them. So as a hermit crab, as you grow, you have a time of exposure, of hardship, in going and finding this new shell. You got to shed your old one and then go and get a new one. And with a growth mindset, you need to be able to grow, and there's going to be times that are really tough, that are really hard, that you're out there searching for your new shell. But then once you find it, you're safe and sound all again, right? Things become easy. So that's a way to think about it. As we grow, as we get good at what we do and how we learn, things become really easy for us. So right now in the sales game, my LinkedIn kind of messaging outreach has become pretty easy for me. And now, while that's easy and automatic, which is a good place to be because it allows me to do outreach, make it really simple. I don't have to think about it, and I have kind of all the responses down, and it becomes automatic. That habit, that ingrained piece within me makes it really easy to go and do messaging campaigns kind of on a daily basis, which is what you need to do as a business owner. You need to do outreach, you need to do prospecting on a regular basis. So that's what I'm doing. And then the other thing that kind of happens is, when you're looking for that new shell, when you're looking for the new thing, you need to find ways that kind of push you, stretch you, challenge you, and what the kind of next step in the process might look like. So for a lot of us, that next step, for me in particular, and I've kind of covered it here, is doing live demos, right? So in the live demo, there's definitely a big difference in how you react. You don't have the kind of time to think about your response. You have to be more reflexive in the moment on how you're going to respond to these things. This is where role play and all that kind of stuff can become very, very beneficial, because then you're working on rebuttals, objections, all that kind of stuff, and you can do it in the moment. So think of yourself as a hermit crab. You want to grow. There's going to be times that are uncomfortable for sure, to get out of your shell and find that new home, but it's going to be worth it. You're going to be bigger, stronger, faster as you grow, as you learn, as you develop, and you can think of being that crab, or you can be anorexic. Never learn, never grow, stay in that small little tiny shell of yours, just not have a good outlook, And I thought that was a great analogy, the hermit crab. So as you grow, you find a newer, bigger shell, and if you don't learn, you stay in that tiny little home. So you can think of that the same way. The more you learn, the bigger the house you're going to have. The less you learn, you're going to stay in that small little life. So guys, go out, be great, find a bigger home, put in the hard work, and do great things. Well, talk to you tomorrow.